Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for doing this on short notice. You know, we saw Puxatawny Phil last week, and I think it's fair to say he's led us astray because this is not the following week that we were expecting. He's clearly not done with us. We have a fairly significant storm headed our way. We want to make sure that everyone in New Jersey is prepared. So joining me this afternoon, immediately to my left, in my first appearance with him, Acting Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, Fran O'Connor. Fran, welcome. To his left, pinch hitting for Superintendent Colonel Pat Callahan, is Lieutenant Colonel of the State Police, Chris DeMays. Chris, good to be back with you. And to my right, the President of the Board of Public Utilities, Christine Sadovi. So we've had, the good news is, over the past number of days, we've had some pretty good weather, fairly warm. Even the past few weeks. But starting tonight, our luck is going to come to an end. Over the next 24 hours, we're expecting a fairly treacherous mix of rain and snow starting at around 6 p.m. this evening, with rainfall in the southwestern part of the state, which will likely spread sort of southwest to northeast across the state by midnight. By early morning, that rain is expected to turn to snow. And folks in central and northern New Jersey could wake up to anywhere between 3-ish inches all the way up to potentially 12 inches. So let me just say that again, potentially, particularly up north, up to a foot of snow. And I think this is sort of I-78. Diane Scichetti's in the back, and I think Chris, you'd agree with that, and Fran, that that's sort of the line between some snow and a lot of snow. It looks like right now South Jersey will be spared of any heavy snowfall, but residents should be prepared for rain, some flooding, and again, it could snow a little bit down there. Now, what we're most concerned about is tomorrow morning, which is why we have gathered you here today, the commute tomorrow morning in particular. We're expecting the most intense range stretch of snowfall to start in the middle of the night and then run into the morning commute, maybe as late as 10 a.m. So please, if you can, we suggest staying off the roads tomorrow morning. And if you can, work from home. Tomorrow's a good day to do just that. In anticipation of this weather event, the National Weather Service has posted a winter storm warning starting tonight for most of North Jersey. And that includes Sussex, Warren, Morris, Hunterdon, Somerset, Passaic, Bergen, and western Essex counties. Again, a winter storm warning for the following counties: Sussex, Warren, Morris, Hunterdon, Somerset, Passaic, Bergen, and western Essex. Additionally, as I mentioned, we may see some minor to moderate coastal flooding, particularly in the areas surrounding the bays, respectively, of Barnegat and Raritan. And we may see some heavy winds as well. I think, Christine, you told me maybe up to 35 to 40. So if you are out on the roads, as always, go slow, drive with caution, and plan for extra time. Just a few minutes ago at 4 p.m., we activated our State Emergency Operations Center to monitor this storm's progress. And the Board of Public Utilities, under Christine's leadership, has been engaged with our electric power providers, and all are standing ready for any challenges or outages. Of course, if you experience an outage, call it in yourselves. Don't assume someone else is going to do it. And if you see down lines, don't go near them. Call that in immediately. The Department of Transportation, under Fran's leadership, is coordinating with NJ Transit and other transportation partners to ensure our roadways are properly plowed and maintained for motorists in the roads, as well as folks taking public transit. And in cooperation with our partners in Pennsylvania and New York, it says both. A commercial vehicle ban will be in effect at midnight tonight, and Fran can provide more detail. State offices will operate on a delayed opening. Offices will open at 10 a.m. And if you're driving and see our crews tending to our roads, please clear the roadway and let them pass safely. And as always, you could keep track of the latest on ready.nj.gov. That's my favorite one-stop shop, or through the state's official social media channels, including at Governor Murphy on the platform with the blue bird. We'll leave it at that. One of these days, we'll just say what it is. I mentioned delayed opening, commercial vehicle ban. Those are two levers that we're pulling. We reserve the right to pull more if we think this thing is worse, in fact, than what we're expecting at the moment. Folks, again, take this one seriously. Please welcome with that the Acting Commissioner of the Department of Transportation, Fran O'Connor. Fran.
Thank you, Governor. The New Jersey Department of Transportation and its partner transportation agencies, the New Jersey Turnpike, the South Jersey Transportation Authority, and the New Jersey Transit, has made all necessary preparations, are fully prepared for the forecasted winter weather event. As the Governor has said, the New Jersey Department of Transportation will initiate a commercial vehicle travel restrictions starting at 12 a.m. Tuesday on the following highways: the entire lengths of Interstate 78, 80, 195, 280, 287, as well as Interstate 295 from interchange with I-95 to the Scudder Falls Bridge, and Route 440 from the I-287 to the Outer Bridge crossing. Transportation agencies will display the appropriate winter driving messages on the variable message signs throughout the state, and the New Jersey Department of Transportation will also push out winter driving information on social media platforms. Our Regional Operations Center, as well as our statewide Traffic Management Center in Woodbridge, will be fully staffed. The New Jersey Department of Transportation, the New Jersey Turnpike Authority, and South Jersey Transportation Authority has more than sufficient supply of salt and liquid calcium on hand to handle this event. The New Jersey Department of Transportation and its partner transportation agencies will deploy over 2,500 pieces of equipment to address this winter storm. In addition, New Jersey DOT is deploying our incline package assets on I-280 and I-78 at Jugtown Mountain between exits 7 and 11. With the hilly conditions often lead to disabled vehicles, the incline packages include New Jersey DOT plows and spreaders, pre-positioned towing assets, New Jersey DOT Safety Service Patrol and trucks, and coordination with the New Jersey State Police. We of course ask, if it's absolutely you must be on the road, please proceed with extreme caution, and especially when encountering our plows. With respect to New Jersey Transit right now is operating its regular weekday schedule as long as weather and road conditions permit. New Jersey Transit will also be doing a cross-honoring system-wide for their system tomorrow. The safety of New Jersey Transit customers is our top priority. Anyone planning to travel on New Jersey Transit during the storm is urged to allow extra time and be extremely careful traveling in and around stations on the platform. Thank you, and please travel safely.
Thank you, Fran. Fran, I appreciate that. I should have said, and I know Fran will want me to say, if you're checking on NJ Transit, so the one-stop shop is ready.nj.gov. The other one, if you're specifically inquiring in NJ Transit, it's njtransit.com. With that, again, please help me welcome Lieutenant Colonel Chris DeMays. Chris, come on down. Come on in, Fran.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, the Colonel, Patrick Callahan, and I coordinated a call with the National Weather Service, our county emergency management partners, and state partners to ensure we're prepared for any response measures needed for this storm. As the Governor mentioned, the State Emergency Operations Center will be activated throughout the event to support any resource request needs and information needs of our stakeholders. A few of our counties have issued Code Blue activations to support homeless populations. Encourage residents to contact NJ211 for any warming center information should you lose power for any extended period of time. Also, we recommend visiting 511NJ for road conditions should you have to travel. And as the Governor mentioned, ready.nj.gov is your one-stop shop for preparedness-related information, whether it's putting together a kit for your vehicle or your home, or making sure you're just, prepared for any eventuality related to a storm of this nature. We will have trooper staffing the State Traffic Management Center throughout the event, but as was mentioned earlier, avoid travel during this time frame to allow our DOT members to clear the roads and make them safe. If you must travel, allow extra time for your commute, as this process can be slow to ensure the roads are properly cleared. We also want to talk about the Move Over Law, 39:4-92.2. Please move over one lane for those emergency responders on the side of the roadways and the maintenance vehicles as well. If you can't move over, please slow down enough that they can perform their functions safely. As the Chief of Staff always says at the end of our DOT calls, always make sure everyone gets home safe. Lastly, check on those loved ones throughout the event, in particular the elderly. Make sure they're reporting power outages, as Christine will mention in a minute. and not overexerting themselves, because this is a very heavy wet snow and they might be inclined to go out and clear either their driveways or walkways, and it can be very strenuous on their bodies. So check in on them, make sure they're safe. And as we in the New Jersey State Police and New Jersey Office of Management have come to know, New Jersey people look out for each other. Please continue to do so.
Love that. Chris, thank you very much. That move over law is an important point that I want to underscore. And you think, well, theoretically, of course, no one would get in the way. We've actually had some tragedies over the years. So please, folks, if you see the equipment out there, give them a complete pass. Please help me welcome again the President of the Board of Public Utilities, Christine Sadovi. Christine, come on down.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon. As the Governor mentioned, the Board of Public Utilities is in coordination with our electric utilities to ensure that they have appropriate staffing, any additional crews, particularly in those northwestern and coastal counties where that might be necessary. They will be filling those trouble crews overnight. While we aren't expecting significant widespread outages statewide, this is going to be a heavy, wet snow. There is going to be some wind. So if you see a power line down, which is definitely possible, make sure you stay away from it. You want to call it into the authorities. Also, always be prepared. Make sure you're charging your phone so that if you have an outage, you can call it in. Again, as the Governor said, don't assume that your neighbor has called it in. Report that outage to your utility. Stay away from those down power lines and stay safe, everybody.
Thank you. And Christine, fair to say they're not expecting the providers a big amount of outage.
Not a huge statewide widespread.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is a little surprising given it's a lot of snow and apparently it's going to be heavy snow. The wind gusts are high, but been a lot higher on the past couple of storms that we've had. So just before we take any questions or comments, just to encapsulate, rain beginning this evening, switching to the thick part of the storm is sort of 2 a.m. to 10 a.m., plus or minus. If you're in the south, probably maybe a little snow, but more rain than snow, maybe some flooding. Central part of the state, some snow. Up north, again, I-78 maybe is the boundary, could get up to a foot. State offices delayed opening, commercial vehicle ban with New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York as of midnight. Our Office of Emergency Management was activated, I think, 4 o'clock, I said a few minutes ago. Those are the levers that we're pulling now. A lot of equipment, as Fran said, 2,500 pieces of equipment, either deployed or will be deployed. Those are the levers we've pulled, and we reserve the right to pull others. Again, ready.nj.gov is the best catch-all place to go, and if it's NJ Transit, njtransit.com. With that, any questions?